What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to vectorize a logo. So first, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this logo that I'm working with here. Just kind of sketched it up using Sharpie. Go ahead and zoom out, Control minus, hold Shift and Alt, bring that down, resize with a nice consistent proportion there and centered. And now I'm going to go ahead and start to draw. So basically what we're going to do is grab the pen tool here, and then just going to kind of try to make a basic shape. So basically you're working with curves here. So you basically just start with your first point by clicking, and then you click and drag your second point, and then from there on out you just kind of do the same thing. And so it's going to be there's going to be a lot of fine tuning, but we're just basically trying to put all the lines in place so we can do that. So there we go, and then just go ahead and close that. There we go. And so now what I'm going to do is just go ahead and click the Convert Anchor Point tool here, which is inside the pen tool, or you can hit Shift C. And then I'm going to convert this one here because we need that to be, what's the word, concave. Boom. It's more like a B. And then what we're going to do is just basically go back to, so I'm going to click this direct selection tool because that way we can select just the individual points themselves. These would be handles there. And then we basically just move these around until we get something that looks kind of along the lines that we're looking for. Right, and then we're going to need to do this one here. Not sure why. Okay. Gonna click that again and drag it out. There we go. But now we should be able to actually drag these separately. Okay, actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and find just that one and just click that. Okay, actually, sorry, that's what we want. So you use the convert tool, and then that lets you kind of drag them concavely. And there we go, we're getting much closer to a shape that we are looking for here. Yeah. Oh geez, okay, well those weren't joined, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is, using the direct selection tool, highlight just those points there. And then I'm going to go ahead and group those together. So now you should, oh, okay. I did not do the right thing there because I think it's selecting this photo in the background, so I'm just going to move that out of place. You know what, we can just use this as a reference, we don't even need it behind it, right? So just go ahead and do that, and then join. There we go. Now they're the same. And so last touches here, we're just going to drag these. There we go. Yep. Getting a lot closer there. I think that's a little too far out. There we go. That's getting a little bit closer to what I had in mind. And you know what? I think something along those lines is kind of in order too. We don't want this thing looking too much like a heart now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and, we definitely want it to look like a B. Alright, I'm happy with that shape. So now I'm just gonna draw these final curvy lines here, and honestly these could probably just be 2 lines. Oh nope, just kidding, they're gonna have to be 4 lines. So there's that one, right? Oh wait, no, it totally can be 2 lines, sorry. Yeah, we're just gonna have to adjust that, and then just click here. should close it. Let's see if it's actually closed, because sometimes I miss it. Yep, they seem to be joined. Alright, so now what we're going to do is just go ahead and... okay, maybe it's not joined. Join. Boom. Wait. Weird. It is joined. So I think I'm going to have to do the convert anchor point tool here. There we go, yep, and then we get those handles there. And then using the same tool, we can isolate those curves. There we go. That's what I wanted. Oop. Yeah, you don't want to click it again because then it'll kind of mess up what you did there. There we go. And you know what? To save time, I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate that. Oops. Okay, that didn't work. So I'm going to have to select both of these. What if I just, yep, there we go. So I just had to, yeah, select both of those lines. You know what? I'm actually going to redo that once I get this thing a little bit closer to the shape I'm looking for, right? Oops. See, that'll happen if you drag the line. See? It gets way crazier. But I was trying to drag the point. There we are. Yep. Yep. Oh, I like that. It's kind of like a swift. It's a unique kind of swift-like shape there. Yep, I'm just gonna have to drag that guy in just a little bit. Alright, I like that. I'm just gonna go ahead and duplicate that guy. Here we have that, and so obviously we're going to have to change this shape up a bit to make it kind of make sense here. Oh, but why aren't those? Okay. So maybe they weren't joined to begin with. There we go. Nice. Yeah, that's looking mighty fine. Yeah, it would be kind of interesting to have this side over here be the fat one on this end. So that looks kind of interesting. Yep. You know, obviously the goal is to try and get them pretty parallel, which can be tricky because they're, you know, curves. But it can be done with these handles. You know what? I do kind of like that. There we go. So obviously a big part of this is kind of where the art side of things comes in. It's going to just be like refining all the little details, you know. You know what, honestly, this does make more sense kind of coming in over here. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. A little closer there. Alright, I like that. So we're going to go ahead and take that, move it over here. I'm going to go ahead and make it filled. Oh, and of course, forgetting the final piece, which would be these guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of make the basic shape again. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and join these two. So bring that over here to that anchor, highlight, join, boom, done. And so now I've got to use the convert anchor point tool again to get those handles to show. You know what? Maybe that was the wrong idea. I'm just going to go ahead and click it. Okay, that's not going to work. There we go. You just got to drag it a little bit. And then, you know, you click the one that you want to drag into paneling. There we go. That's kind of the shape we want. So as you can see, I'm doing this separately. And you'll see why, because basically what we're going to do is use this as like a cookie cutout. But for now, what we can do is just kind of drag it over this thing, turn it white. But we're not going to want to leave it this way. So it's a little big, so I'm just going to make it smaller there. And honestly, I don't really want this axis here to be totally straight, so I'm just going to drag. Okay, just select that point and then drag it out that way. And then I gotta bring that up a little. Hey, this is my boy Liam. Alright. Bring that over here. There we go. I think we're getting a little closer here. Finally, I'm just going to duplicate this. Obviously, you're going to have to make this considerably smaller, but you know what? I do kind of like that. How it kind of snakes like that. Whoa. Okay, that's not what we want. So I'm just going to go ahead and zoom in. This is Templo, by the way, if anybody likes what we're listening to. He's Denver based. And not exactly friend, but an acquaintance for sure. For some reason I get a more feminine vibe when I come this way. But you know, that's kind of what we're going for, but I'm just still gonna just kind of round it out a little. And I'm gonna bring, you know, I'm just gonna bring, okay, that didn't do anything. Bring that down there. That's kind of fun, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm getting the vibe. It's still a little too thick, so we're just gonna go ahead and... So we're just gonna imagine this kind of going that way, so you can already tell that's, yep, that needs to be a little more. And this, I'm just gonna bring down a bit. There we go. See how that looks. I like that. Let me just move it. There we go. That looks good. So, we got that, and so what I'm going to do now is just make like a kind of variation on this. Let's go ahead and duplicate that. Same one in there, and I'm just going to edit these guys, so I'm just going to go ahead and basically I'm going to try and make it match that one a little more closely, which honestly could just be done with a rotation, so boom. Maybe not. Nope. What we need to do is a transform. So go to Edit. Actually, just right click, transform, and reflect across. I don't know if you can see that little window, but you're going to want to make sure it's vertical, axis, and hit OK. Boom. There we go. And you can already tell this rendition here is looking good. It's looking more kind of I don't know, like it just kind of fits the curve better, you know. The first one, to be honest, I just kind of was going with the flow, but this is more refined, right? Whoop. Alright, that looks good. I might bring this point down just a little bit, but you know, we don't want to detract from kind of what we were going for initially. But you know, I kind of like how it gets thicker here because it looks even wavier. And so now I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this guy, make it a little bigger just by clicking the selection tool there, or hitting V. And so now we just want to add some variation to these so it doesn't look so much like it's just a duplicate of the exact same shape, right? So there we go. I'm going to add a little bit of motion there. Bring that up, bring that down. Where's the other one? That one? Yep. And you know, I can already tell this guy is going to come in a bit here. And that one's going to come down. There we go, that's kind of nice, right? You're gonna get that. Nope, that's not what we want. This guy. So as you can see, we're kind of simulating this motion type feel here. And you know what? I'm even gonna go in here and edit this guy a little bit more. Yeah, just because it doesn't really. Yep, seems like it would kind of be more. Whoops. You know what, I'm just going to rotate it a bit. Fuck it. That angle is just a little bit off. There we go. A little more refined there. But it's just... You know what, I think I need to bring this side back a bit more. Yeah. And then just kind of imagine the path there. Nope. Nope. So it goes. That's pretty close there. Just gonna add a little bit of curve. Bring this guy out just a tad. This guy in just a tad. And this whole thing clearly needs to be kind of reformed a little. Okay, how's that? I mean, maybe if I just broaden it a little. Yeah, it looks okay. So I'm just going to go with these two. These are my main renditions here. And so now what we're going to do is... You know what? I kind of have an interesting idea for... Yep, I'm going to try something here. Just going on a limb. Duplicate that. add anchor point tool, just gonna add these there, and then I'm just gonna grab that path. Okay, that's doesn't really want to, that's weird. Alright, I'm gonna make it a little farther out so I can kind of see what's going on here. Yeah, it really does not want to. Alright, so what if I just go? Nope. Okay, so what I gotta do is convert the anchor points. Loop. And loop. Oh, Jesus. Alright, now I can at least grab the path here, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab that path. Oh man, these. Nope. That's nope. Okay, anchor point. There we go. That's what I'm trying to do. Yep. Kind of odd, but you know, I wanted to try it out and see what happens. Okay, well we got a few variations here. So now I'm just going to show you the last step to kind of finalize this. And that would be cutting this hole out of this thing. So basically over here, having a hard time seeing it. Oh no, it's actually right there. Oops. Alright, we got the Pathfinder, so, you know, if you don't see this thing, you just go to Window, and then you click Pathfinder. And then, basically what you want to do is just select, you know, that shape, and then select this shape. You can actually select both of them, right? Now you got the main shape, and then the two overlapping shapes, and you just go over to Pathfinder, and then you click Exclude. Boom. I don't know why it changed the color like that. I think it's probably because it was inheriting the settings from the uppermost ones. But now, as you can see, these shapes are no longer there. There's nothing there. Empty space. Because what it did is it used those overlapping shapes as basically a cookie cutter. So I'm just going to do that here. I'm just going to, I mean, it probably doesn't matter that you have to switch tools like that, but I just did it anyways. Boom. Done. Cool. And you know, the cool thing about this is it's an actual usable vector with this being cut out, so you can, you know, it's transparent if you want it to be, and you can still edit all the points. So yep, there you go. It's been 23 minutes and I achieved my goal here and actually made a couple variations as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and send these to the client and hopefully she likes them. Thanks for watching, guys.